Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl Honey, and today we are talking about why I don't date the Capricorn man. Now, before I even get started, those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. You're probably a Capricorn male or dating one or know of one, and you're probably here to assess my interpretation. Now, just to clarify and clear things up here, I have completed a whole series now of why I don't date through the signs, through all 12 of them. I've spoken heavily about the negative traits in the signs that the men carry, and it's mainly down to what I'm learning or learnt through my experience and what I've read through learning about astrology and the negative traits. Another thing, just to clear things up and to clarify, astrology is not talking about all the positive and amazing, beautiful things about people. In the real world, people are positive and people are negative, and I like to expose the good, the bad and the ugly. However, this video in particular is going to be discussing the negative traits. So if you can't handle the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen, all right? People, please can you guys check my bio description for any relative Capricorn videos. They were all there. And Capricorn females, this video is not for you, so get the fuck out of here and check the Capricorn female video. That one I kind of dive a lot more deeper into Capricorn women, like, you know, the secrets and all types of shit. So go check that shit out as well if you're a female and you're here. You shouldn't be here, okay? This is not for you. So anyway, why I don't date the Capricorn man. To clarify, I have not been hurt by a Capricorn man. You know, I haven't dated these men for a long period of time, but you haven't got to experience something in order to speak about it. That's how the world seems to work. A doctor hasn't got to have cancer, you know, to tell you how cancer works. And anyway, why I don't date the Capricorn man. The first thing that puts me off about these men is that there is this mad, creepy vibe about them. Like, when they like you, they like to buzz around you and just hang around you, and you know, you get the odd text message today, how are you today, what are you up to? Like, it's just really weird. Like, if you're gonna chat to me, like, just chat to me. They like to tag you in memes and shit, and you know, they like to just assert their energy from a distance, but they're not very assertive when it comes to showing how much they like you or asserting their dominance on you. And just to clarify as well, I am a Capricorn moon, all right? So I can relate to some of these traits also, all right? Now, these men are like crazy hard workers. These are the workers of the zodiac. They like routine. They are ruled by the planet Saturn, which is all about routine, structure, all of that shit. And they like to go to work for 9, finish at 5, get home for 6, and the same thing every day. They like routine. They don't like change at all. These signs are also cardinal signs. So they're very good at getting up and getting things done. They're very self-motivating kind of people, which is actually a positive trait, I reckon, because I'm also a cardinal sign. I'm an Aries, so I like to get up and get things done, right? Now, these men are very orientated when it comes to family. What is it? My face. These people are very oriented when it comes to family. They tend to have really big families, and they talk about their families. And do you know what gets my nerves? These signs are not the most expressive signs. Like, a lot of the time, you know, you might be with a Capricorn man in a group of like 10 people and you don't realize that he's there. He'll contribute a little bit, but this is usually to do with the Mercury and Capricorn placement, more than just being a Capricorn. You know, they don't really contribute in massive groups, and they're not the biggest people on, you know, communication anyway. They're not very good at expressing themselves. Like, Capricorn men are notorious for being cold. And it's weird because for years, before I was even into astrology so deep like I am now, I always thought Capricorn was a masculine planet. And I thought it was masculine because I know Capricorn to be very cold and a little bit intimidating-ish. But, you know, I've obviously, you know, dived deep now. And I now know that Capricorn is a feminine planet, but it kind of works. Capricorn energy works better when you are a male, and it works better if you're a male, because males are kind of notorious for not being the most emotional anyway. So this Capricorn energy makes them even more emotionless, and to be a woman to have that energy makes it a bit more challenging, right? So anyway, these men are not big on expressing, you know. These men will carry weight on, and they tend to have a problem and they turn it into like a joke, and then they move on from it. So today, you know, I got sacked from work. Oh my God, are you okay? How do you feel? It's nothing, man. I'm going to apply for the next job tomorrow. Anyway, how was your day? That's it right there. But the thing is, they will act like it doesn't bother them, but it really does. And the thing is, Capricorns can never quite understand what to do with emotion. It's like they completely ignore it, or they suppress it, and it can be suppressed. And that's very off-putting for me, because although I have a Capricorn moon, and this is what I've had to learn and evolve in regards to my placement, but when it comes to the men that aren't quite there yet, they don't really understand that you need to express, because you will go into a dark place. Capricorn is a dark sign. It's a dark place ruled by Saturn, which is dark and cold as hell, right? So you know, a lot of the time when these guys are going through their problems, like, I want to be able to communicate with you. Like, what happened at work today? What happened when you went to your family's house? Like, what happened with your friend? And you can't communicate it to me. I want to know how you feel. And I'm not even an emotional person, but I am massive on communication, you know, fixing problems and moving on, you know. And these men are not the best at doing that. You know, a lot of people will say that Capricorn men are so boring. And the thing is, I don't want to say that they're boring, but they do have a dryness about them, you know. They're not boring, but if I want to do stuff with a Capricorn man, if I want to go, if this guy is buzzing around me like he does, being that creepy shit, you would expect him to say, okay, well, how about we go out and we go and do this? Capricorn man does not do that. They don't use assertiveness unless it's in the bedroom, but we will get there, okay? Now, I find myself, if I want to go out, I have to ask a Capricorn man, you know, let's go out and do this. And, you know, they might like that, but they will always say, yeah, let's go. But it's the fact that I always have to be the person to ask and say, right, let's go and do this. I don't like that. Like, you know, be assertive outside the bedroom also, Capricorns. Now, when it comes to the Capricorn men, now when they are, you know, strong, you know, they're very assertive, you know, they know what they want. And also depending on their Venus and Mars and shit, and even when their Lilith is in, you know, what kind of activities they like to do in the bedroom. But Capricorn men tend to, they do like to explore in the bedroom, and I do find them to have quite high sex drives. I don't know if it's just my experience, but from what I've seen, they just seem to be very, you know, very not sensual lovers at all. But they are, I find earth signs to be quite giving, more Virgo giving in the bedroom, but Capricorn does have a giving side to them. A lot of Capricorn men that I've met absolutely love giving oral sex. I don't know what it is, if it's the Capricorn male thing, you know, don't kill the messenger, don't shoot the messenger. It's just, that's just what I've now. These men, because they're ruled by Saturn, a lot of the time they are heavily into business arrangements. And when I say business arrangements, I'm talking about sex wise in the bedroom, okay? Because when it comes to them, they absolutely love having the full experience to a girlfriend without the actual commitment. Now, you would expect Capricorn to be one of the most committal signs of the zodiac, but nah, I don't, because they are cool having a business arrangement over here and over there and over here and over there. business arrangement is, well, I speak to you when I want to see you, we do our thing, and then I leave, you know, and there's no emotion involved in that. And that's the thing when it comes to these men, they don't understand that when you are sleeping with a woman, women are filled with emotions, and women get very clingy after sex, and Capricorn men tend to ignore that, and they don't always want to be honest with you and say, well, I'm only here for a business arrangement, but they will get heavily involved and stuck in a business arrangement, but you won't know that you're in a business arrangement with the Capricorn man. And let's just clarify things. This is not my experience, but this is what I know about the Capricorn man in regards to this business arrangement shit. Like, these men are very stiff, they are very robotic, they have a very dry sense of humor, you know. They're not the most funniest type of men, but we also got to understand that, you know, this can definitely change based on, you know, what aspects you have in your chart, what placements, what makes you what might make you less of a Capricorn or more of one. I have a stellium in Capricorn, so I can actually have a lot of Capricorn energy myself when it comes to certain things. Now, because the Capricorn man is so detached from his emotions, a lot of the time, you know, you might be a female who would like, I'm not speaking to you anymore, I'm done with you, Capricorn man. You know, he'll just be like, okay, see you later, bye. He ain't gonna fight for you, but what he will do is he will still follow you on all social medias. You know, he will still hang around. Like, there is nothing you can do, right? Apart from tell him just to fuck off, but he will still follow you, and he will still try and contact you however long it takes. I know someone who was assaulted by a Capricorn man, and I'm not saying this is, because no, anyone can assault anybody, any sign, but I know someone who was assaulted by a Capricorn male, and it was years ago, and she never reported it, but he then found her on Facebook and contacted her to say hi, like it had never actually happened. And this is what I'm saying, like, it's the Capricorn brain, you know, she must be over it now, or my emotions wasn't involved in it, it wasn't there, so I can just go in and say hi, because I'm going to ignore her feelings and her emotions, because Capricorns ignore it, they suppress it, they put the emotions away, because it's almost like it's a weakness to them, maybe. I don't know if it's a weakness, but I don't like that about Capricorn men. Like, you guys are not really, you know, in touch with how you feel. And the thing is, Capricorn men, yeah, are notorious for being the wise people of the zodiac. You've got to be really wise, and you've got to know, they tend to know what they're talking about. But I do notice they have the right things to say at the right times, but when it comes to their own advice, they don't take that shit, you know. And also, like, I'm not even, like I said before, I'm not even an emotional creature, but, you know, sometimes I am vulnerable, you know, and I want to be vulnerable with my man, because that's him seeing the whole of me at times, right? So when I want to have a little cry, I want him to hold me. I want him to wipe away my tears. I want him to say, don't worry, babe, we're going to get through this, you'll be fine. But a Capricorn man is not able to do that, because they don't always like people touching them. They don't really know what to do when someone's crying. It's really awkward for them, you know. Like, this is quite a long list as to why I don't date them, but this is the negative traits to the signs, and, you know, something like that. Like, I want my man to feel comfortable touching me, wiping away my tears, you know, supporting me through whatever it is that I go through. And I find these men are not the best at doing it. But there are lots of wonderful qualities about Capricorns as a whole. I've done a Capricorn woman video. I would love you guys to check out those 2 videos that I've made all about Capricorns, the Capricorn women, in my comments section below here. And yes, this is my Why I Don't Date series officially completed. Thank you for the love, the support. I really appreciate it. So take care, people. Have a wonderful day.